Welcome back to English Talk. If you ever feel like your English is correct, but it still sounds a little stiff, slow, or unnatural, this lesson is for you.
That's right. Many English learners know grammar, vocabulary, and sentence structure, but when they speak, they still feel like they sound like a textbook.
Today, we'll help you sound more natural in English by practicing real phrases, softer expressions, and everyday conversation patterns. All right, Leo, let's get started.
Sounds good. So, Anna, I have a question. What does it really mean to sound more natural in English?
Great question. Sounding natural doesn't mean speaking perfectly. It means speaking in a way that feels smooth, friendly, and comfortable to native speakers.
So it's not only about grammar.
Right. Grammar is important, of course, but natural English also includes tone, word choice, rhythm, and common phrases people use every day.
That makes sense. Sometimes learners say things that are grammatically correct, but they sound too formal.
Exactly. For example, a learner might say, "I would like to inquire about your weekend activities."
That sounds very polite, but also very formal.
A more natural way would be, "What did you do this weekend?" or "How was your weekend?"
Much better. It sounds like something a real person would say in a casual conversation.
That's the goal. We want learners to feel confident using English that sounds real, not robotic.
I think one of the biggest problems is that learners translate directly from their first language.
Absolutely. Direct translation can make English sound unnatural. The words may be correct, but the expression may not fit the situation.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Some learners say, "I have 20 years," because that's how age is expressed in their language.
But in English, we say, "I am 20 years old."
Correct. Another example is, "I am agree." That comes from translating directly.
But the natural and correct phrase is, "I agree."
Right. And in conversation, people often say, "I agree," "That makes sense," "I see what you mean," or "I feel the same way."
Those sound much more natural than repeating the same phrase every time.
Exactly. Natural speakers use variety. They don't always say the same word again and again.
That reminds me of the word yes. Learners often use yes for everything.
True. Yes is fine, but if you use it too much, the conversation can sound flat.
So instead of always saying yes, what can learners say?
They can say, "Right, sure, of course, definitely, that's true, I see, sounds good," or "No problem," depending on the situation.
Let's practice that. I'll say something and you respond naturally.
Perfect. Go ahead.
I think learning English every day, even for 10 minutes, can really help.
That's true. Small daily practice is much better than studying for 5 hours once a month.
Nice. That sounds natural. Now you try. I'll say something.
All right. I'm thinking about watching an English podcast tonight to practice listening.
Sounds good. That's a relaxed way to improve without feeling too much pressure.
Great response. It sounds friendly and natural.
Another thing I notice is that native speakers often use shorter phrases.
That's a very important point. Natural English is often simpler than learners expect.
For example, instead of saying, "I am not able to attend the meeting today," you could say, "I can't make it today."
Exactly. And "I can't make it" means I can't come or I'm not able to attend. It's very common in everyday English.
That's a useful phrase, "I can't make it."
Yes, you can use it for meetings, parties, appointments, dinners, or plans with friends.
For example, "Sorry, I can't make it tonight. Something came up."
Perfect. And "something came up" means something unexpected happened.
That sounds very natural.
It does. And notice that it's not complicated. Natural English is not always advanced English.
That's encouraging. Many learners think they need difficult words to sound fluent.
But fluency is more about using the right words at the right time.
So simple English can still sound fluent.
Absolutely. Simple, clear, natural English is often better than complicated English.
I like that. It takes pressure off the learner.
Exactly. Now let's talk about contractions.
Contractions like I'm, your, don't, and can't?
Yes, in natural spoken English, people use contractions all the time.
So instead of saying, "I am going to call you later," most people say, "I'm going to call you later."
Right, or even more naturally, "I'll call you later."
That sounds smoother.
It does. Contractions help your speech sound less stiff and more conversational.
Should learners always use contractions?
In casual and everyday speaking, yes, most of the time. In formal writing, you may use fewer contractions, but in conversation, they're very normal.
Understood. So if I say, "I do not know," it's correct, but "I don't know" sounds more natural.
Exactly. And sometimes native speakers even say, I don't know, very casually.
I don't know. That sounds very relaxed.
Yes, but learners don't need to force that. I don't know is already natural.
Good point. You don't have to copy every casual sound immediately.
Right. Focus first on clear, natural phrases. Can we talk about fillers like well, actually, and you know?
Of course, fillers are small words or phrases people use while thinking.
Are fillers bad?
Not always. If you use too many, they can become distracting, but a few fillers can make your English sound more natural.
For example, if someone asks, do you like living in the city? You might say, well, it depends. I like the convenience, but I don't love the noise.
That sounds very natural.
Another example, actually, I've never tried that before.
So actually can help correct or add information.
Exactly, but don't use it in every sentence.
Fair enough. Too much of anything can sound unnatural.
That's right.
Could you repeat the part about fillers? I want to make sure I understood.
Of course. Fillers are small words like well, actually, and you know. They help you sound natural when you're thinking, but you shouldn't overuse them.
Got it. Use them lightly, not constantly.
Perfect.
Another thing learners struggle with is responding quickly in conversation.
Yes, sometimes learners focus so much on creating a perfect sentence that the conversation stops.
So what can they do?
They can use short, natural responses while they think.
Like what?
Phrases like, let me think, that's a good question, I'm not sure, I haven't thought about that, or give me a second.
Those are really useful.
They give you time without making the conversation feel awkward.
Let's practice. Ask me a question.
What's one thing you want to improve this year?
That's a good question. Let me think. I'd like to become more confident speaking English in real conversations.
Excellent. You gave yourself time and your answer sounded smooth.
Nice. I didn't need to panic.
Exactly. Natural speakers pause too. They just use phrases to manage the pause.
That's helpful. Learners often think silence means failure.
But it doesn't. Pausing is normal. Thinking is normal. Another thing that sounds natural is asking follow-up questions.
Absolutely. Conversation is not just answering, it's also showing interest.
For example, if someone says, I went hiking this weekend, you can ask, where did you go?
Right. Or how was it? Or was it difficult?
That keeps the conversation moving. Exactly. If you only answer questions, the conversation can feel like an interview.
So learners should practice asking simple follow-up questions.
Yes, simple questions are powerful.
Let's do a quick example.
Sure.
Anna, I tried a new restaurant yesterday.
Oh, nice. What kind of food did they serve?
Mostly Italian food. I had pasta with seafood.
That sounds delicious. Would you go there again?
Definitely. The food was great and the service was friendly.
See? That felt like a real conversation.
It did. The follow-up questions made it easy.
Another way to sound natural is to soften your language.
What do you mean by soften?
Softening means making your words sound less direct, more polite, or more friendly.
Can you give an example?
Instead of saying, give me your phone number, you can say, could I get your phone number?
Much better.
Instead of saying, I don't like this idea, you can say, I'm not sure this is the best idea.
That sounds more polite.
Exactly. In English, especially in American English, people often soften opinions, requests, and disagreements.
So instead of being too direct, we can use phrases like I think, maybe, a little, and I'm not sure.
Right. For example, I think we might need more time.
That sounds better than we need more time.
Both are correct, but the softer version often sounds more natural in polite conversation.
This is especially useful at work.
Definitely. At work, tone matters a lot.
Let's talk about sounding natural when you don't understand something.
Great topic. Many learners feel embarrassed when they don't understand.
But native speakers ask for clarification all the time.
Exactly. You can say, sorry, could you say that again? Or what do you mean by that?
Or could you explain that a little more?
Yes, those are polite and natural phrases.
What about I don't understand?
It's correct, but sometimes it can sound a little direct. You can soften it by saying, I'm not sure I understand.
That sounds much better.
Yes. For example, I'm not sure I understand. Could you explain it another way?
That's a great phrase for learners.
Very useful. Another thing I hear native speakers use is kind of and sort of.
Yes, those are very common. They mean a little or in some way. For example, I'm kind of tired.
Right, that means you're a little tired, not completely exhausted.
Or it's sort of difficult to explain.
Exactly. These phrases make your English sound more flexible and natural. But again, don't overuse them. Correct. Use them when they fit.
What about connected speech? Sometimes native speakers sound fast because they connect words.
That's true. English speakers often connect words naturally. For example, what do you want to do can sound like What do you want to do?
Should learners say wanna?
They can in casual conversation, but they don't have to. Understanding it is more important at first.
So if someone says, I'm going to call you, that means I'm going to call you.
Exactly. Gonna is very common in spoken English, but not formal writing.
That helps with listening too.
Yes, to sound more natural, you also need to understand natural speech.
So watching conversations, podcasts, and real-life dialogues can help.
Absolutely, but don't just listen passively. Repeat useful phrases out loud.
Shadowing can help too, right?
Yes, shadowing means listening and repeating immediately after the speaker, trying to copy rhythm and pronunciation.
That's a useful word, shadowing.
Yes, in language learning, shadowing means copying a speaker's voice, rhythm, and timing to improve fluency.
Short explanation, very helpful.
Exactly. You don't need to shadow for 1 hour. Even 5 minutes a day can help.
Now let's give learners some natural phrase upgrades.
Great idea.
Instead of saying, I am very happy, you can say, I'm really happy.
Instead of I am very tired, say I'm so tired or I'm pretty tired.
Instead of I don't know this, say, I'm not sure.
Instead of repeat please, say could you say that again?
Instead of I want to improve my English, say, I'm trying to improve my English.
That one sounds very natural.
Yes, because I'm trying to shows that it's a process.
Exactly, and learning English is a process.
Can we do a mini conversation using natural English?
Sure, let's imagine we meet after work.
Hey Anna, how's your day going?
Pretty good, thanks. A little busy, but nothing too crazy. How about you?
Same here. I had a few meetings this morning, so I'm kind of tired now.
I get that. Meetings can really take a lot of energy.
Definitely. I'm thinking about grabbing a coffee. Do you want to join me?
Sounds good. I could use a coffee too.
Great. There's a small cafe around the corner. It's usually quiet at this time.
Perfect. I like places where we can actually hear each other.
Same. By the way, did you finish that project you were working on?
Almost. I still need to check a few details, but I should be done by tomorrow.
Nice. That must feel good.
It does. I was a little stressed about it, but now it feels more manageable.
Glad to hear that.
Thanks. What about you? Anything exciting coming up this week?
Not really, but I'm planning to take Friday afternoon off if everything goes well.
That sounds nice. Any plans?
Nothing big. I might just relax, watch a movie, and catch up on sleep.
Honestly, that sounds perfect.
Right? Sometimes simple plans are the best plans.
That conversation sounded very natural.
Yes, we use simple phrases, contractions, follow-up questions, and relaxed responses.
And we didn't use complicated vocabulary.
That's the key. Natural English is not about showing off, it's about connecting.
Beautifully said.
Before we finish, let's give learners a simple practice plan.
Good idea. Step 1, choose 5 natural phrases from today's lesson.
Step 2, say them out loud several times.
Step 3, use them in short sentences about your real life.
For example, I'm kind of tired today, or I'm not sure I understand.
Step 4, practice a short conversation with yourself or with a friend.
And step 5, don't wait until your English is perfect.
Exactly. Speak now. Practice now. Confidence comes from using the language.
That's a great reminder.
So today, we learned that sounding natural in English means using simple phrases, contractions, soft language, follow-up questions, and real conversation patterns.
We also learned useful phrases like, I can't make it, something came up, let me think, and could you say that again?
If this lesson helped you, please like the video and subscribe to English Talk for more natural English conversations.
And remember, you don't need perfect English to communicate well. You just need practice, patience, and the courage to keep speaking.
Thank you for practicing with us today.
Keep learning, keep speaking, and we'll see you in the next lesson.
Goodbye for now.
Take care.